Hello, my name is Bob Wood. I am a teacher and I am an author. I've owned Apple products, Apple computers since 1985 when I bought an Apple IIc to write Dodger Dogs to Fenway Franks, published by McGraw-Hill. I went on to write another book, Big Ten Country, published by William Morrow and Company. Both were written on Apple computers. I've taught for nearly 30 years in 4 states, and I've used always an Apple computer. I've owned probably at least 11 Apple computers, all of which are shown in this short video. I've always believed in Apple, trusted Apple, repurchased Apple. I don't normally buy insurance programs, but Apple Care is the best thing that I've ever owned. And with Apple Care, I've come to trust Apple. Totally. I don't think you haven't had anybody with you longer than me. And I own a lemon. I own a lousy computer that I have been online with over and over in Apple. I have been told by Apple representatives in Apple Care they will not replace it because Apple won't do that. But you know what? I think Apple will. I just got the hard drive replaced because it went down. The wiring, the wireless has been a mess for 2 years. It's been in, it's been replaced, it's still a mess. I have had major problems with Apple TV. The trackpad has been a continual problem. It is right now. I have some rudimentary videos that will show you what it's doing now at the end of this little movie. Bottom line, it's a lousy computer, and I deserve better than that. I've been with you guys for a long time. I am your most loyal customer. You don't treat loyal customers like this by sending them back to the drawing board with a bad product. I might say also that I took a sabbatical. I won the James Madison Fellowship, which is given to one social studies teacher per state per year. And I won it in 2009 in the state of Michigan at Oak Ridge High School. And I took a sabbatical. I went back to Western Michigan University and I wrote The Road to Tyre, which was my 153-page master's thesis. And I got a master's of political science on sabbatical. So I've carried your computer all over the world. I bought the Mac Air to go to Africa 3 times. I've been to Nicaragua and Russia and Cuba and Costa Rica and Ukraine. And I've carried Apple computers everywhere and worked and shared with my students back home. And so I am putting this little video together to show you what kind of a computer I have now and to ask one last time to replace this computer. I think you owe it to me as your most loyal customer, and it is a bad machine. Thank you. I look forward to hearing from you soon. I am going to videotape how pathetic this screen is. Okay, I'm trying to move right now. Look at this. I'm not doing anything. If you look at my fingers, I'm trying to move the mouse and it's changing sizes. I have no control over the trackpad, and it's just I'm trying to do anything and I can't do anything. So there's the trackpad. I don't know what's going to happen. Things are just happening. So I'll try to go up and close this or go back, but I'm okay there. I got back. Okay. Now, okay, I didn't even know what this. Something went wrong with this driving the web page. It's just going to go all over the place. Let's try to close. I can't move the okay, there we go. We're going to close this up. I can't even close this up. So I am pushing the trackpad. So there's definitely trackpad problems, but there's more than trackpad problems because I try to open something up. Okay, there we got an open window. Okay, let's get Google in here and see what happens. Google.com. Okay, let's go to my website. And we'll go there. There, we opened it up. Good. So we got something that's working. Okay, now I didn't do that. It just grew. Okay, and it's doing, now the mouse is moving all over. So now the mouse is down here. I didn't move it down there, so I'm going to move it up, and I'll try to go back. Okay, there, I can go back. Nope, okay. Let's go back. It's not supposed to be at that size. I'm trying to make it smaller. I don't know how to make it smaller. Let's see if I can, I can't move the mouse, so I can't move. I'm trying to move the site up. I can't move the site up. I can't, the mouse is unresponsive. You can see it on her face. I didn't make this thing large. I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it again. My hand's off of the trackpad. It's just moving around on its own. Now my hand is going to the trackpad. Okay, and I'm going to go down to try to get to where I can create. It's barely moving. It's not moving at all. There it goes again. I don't know what's going on here. This computer has been doing this since I've owned this computer. I have sent it in 3 times now. It just continues to do whatever it wants to do. I need a new computer. This thing is, there are lemons. I'll repeat once again, I have owned Apple products since 1985. I have written 2 books on my Apples. I have done a master's. See, it's moving back and forth, and I'm not even touching it. I have written a master's thesis on an Apple. I have owned maybe, I don't know, 15. There you go. Look at that. It's just doing this all on its own. I've done a master's thesis. I'm not touching the trackpad, by the way. I've owned maybe 15 different machines. I don't know, maybe 20 different machines. And I have been patient with this. I have been extremely patient with Apple Care, but the hard drive is gone, the Wi-Fi is gone, I've had to send it in for both of those. The trackpad is a mess. I can't use it, and I need it, and it's time for a new computer. Here's some more attempts at getting there. I've been trying to get this website on my screen. Now I can't move it. I'm trying. I got to be able to use it, but I can't use it. I can barely move the trackpad. Now that just popped. That just popped. These are all happening without me touching a thing. I'm not touching the trackpad. I have both hands on this camera. It's moving up, it's moving back, it's moving down. How am I supposed to use this computer? I've sent it in. Look at that, home and OHS scholarship pop on. How am I supposed to use this? I've sent it in for a hard drive. Again, I'm not touching it. I've sent it in for a hard drive, been replaced. I've sent it in for the wireless. It's been replaced, fixed, I don't know. I go to the coffee shop to try to use the wireless, and it breaks down and it's slow. I try to come home and I try to use this thing, and all it does is bounce around. Like I said before, I've owned computers through Apple since 1985. 15, I don't know, 12, 15, 20. Tons of them. 2 books and a master's thesis on Apple computers. I can't even check my bank balance on this thing. And it's been going on for 2.5 years. It's time to replace this computer.